Okay, great. Yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about how to install all the software and environment and library that we want to use for this workshop, okay? So basically, you need to go to the GitHub here. Yeah, that I already shared with you guys. Okay, and scroll down all the way. Oh, basically, you know what? I'm not sure whether you install the GitHub Desktop or like Anaconda things, which is more essential things. So first of all, we wanted to install GitHub Desktop, this one. Did you install it? Yeah. Great. What about the Visual Studio Code? Yeah, I think so. Great. And Node.js? Okay, yeah, click it. Visual Studio. Yeah. We're gonna use the Visual Studio Code, not the Studio. Studio is pretty heavy. The Visual Studio Code is kind of brand new compared to the Visual Studio, so and light, and many people use it for free. So you can download it. Yeah, so you can download it. Just click it. For the Windows user, we can just install the software as normal software. Yeah, and Python, you don't need to worry about right now. Once you fully install this program, then you need to click this Anaconda. Yeah. And then Anaconda is basically a package to include not only Python, I mean, they automatically install the Python. And on top of the Python, they actually contain some library and some environment so that you can easily shift the environment to other environment. Also, you can easily fetch the library that you can install quickly. And the TypeScript, you don't need to worry about. I will talk about later. And then these NumPy, Pandas, TensorFlow.js, you don't need to worry about that. We will resolve it after installing this software. Okay. So I assume that you installed Visual Studio Code and GitHub Desktop and Node.js here. And I'm going to click the GitHub Desktop here. I just execute it. So I can discard it. Okay, so if you execute the visual, what is this? GitHub Desktop, yeah, and go to File and click at click Clone Repository, yeah, click this one, and go to the URL tab here, and then you can just copy entire URL, or you can go up and click this code and click this duplicate icon. Click it, copy it, right? And then come back to GitHub Desktop. And then on the URL tab, you can simply paste it. And then you can configure your own folder that where we want to copy from the web. And then click the clone. Yeah. Then it takes a while to download all the necessary files from the GitHub. And then you can actually click the right button on the current repository, which is the data design AI for urban data, and this, yeah, and then click the open in Visual Studio Code. If I click it, you can see this Visual Studio Code with some files. Okay, so let me again try to do again. Right button, open it, Visual Studio Code. Yeah, and close it. That's it. Can you follow me? I'm waiting for you to download. Okay. Yeah. How long does it take? I think just like 30 seconds. Okay. A pretty good internet here. Huh. So once you fully downloaded all the files automatically by GitHub Desktop, you can see this kind of folder structure files. Okay. Maybe you can see this kind of default window. Then go to the terminal, right? And click new terminal here. Then you can see this terminal, right? just press enter multiple times. And you can see the actual path, which is the root of this Git. Does it make sense? And then you can actually go to the README here, or go to the website again. Scroll down all the way. So you can see this the first installation for the TypeScript and React and dependency here. So what you need to do is simply type. I prefer Yarn. Please type Yarn.
Just type Yarn.
Yeah, YARN.
Like behind the.
Yeah, just type Yarn. In your case, okay, so can you try to like npm? Let's see, what's the long installation? No. You don't need to, you don't need to worry about. Yeah, it's basically identical. npm long install here. Here, just type in npm long install. Nothing happened. Okay, so oh, in my case, install. Then I think on my end, I think we are good to go. Click the GitHub and goes up. I think you need to install the Node.js first. Yeah, and then restart the computer if necessary. Then you are able to use the npm. I wonder why it's not working. npm
run. Version for Node.js.
The latest one.
The latest.
Yes. I think npm just install. Basically, yarn and npm, the same thing. Yeah. Just get rid of the long. I think I need to modify this file a little bit because I rarely use npm. I use yarn. Okay, just get rid of the long here. Okay. So this is just a one-time operation. Once you fetch all the code from the GitHub and using npm, we need to install the TypeScript environment with the React library. Once you fully install all the dependency by doing this, like yarn or npm install, then you don't need to worry about to install additional like package after that. Just one-time operation. So you are still downloading the Node.js, right? Great. Let me pause. Once you install all the dependency by typing yarn or npm install, it's going to be installing all the dependency on the basis of the package. The package is kind of the file that includes all the necessary dependency that I use for the web environment. We have two different environments. One is the web, like based on TypeScript. The other one is the Python environment. So we have two different environments. So right now we are trying to attack the first environment, which is TypeScript. Okay. So if you done the all the installation by typing npm install or yarn, I prefer yarn as I mentioned before, then you can do yarn dev. Yeah. Once you type in, it automatically executes the app. But in my case, I already executed another server, so they ask me need to change the port. So I can simply type yes, another port. And then just wait a little bit. And starting the development server, then they execute a simple web, just like this. Yeah, don't worry about it. So yeah, after installing all dependency, by type yarn or npm install, then you can type like yarn dev. So what's happening behind the scene once you type in, you can go to the package JSON here. So if you type the yarn dev, we basically execute this line of code, which is actually React app. Yeah, okay. So it basically triggered the React app on the basis of the code that I already create for our application. So yeah, starting the development server here, and it automatically triggered the browser to execute your own app. So localhost means it's like your local URL. Yeah, it is nothing to do like www blah blah blah, which is kind of public app, so which only execute on your local environment. Yeah, you don't need to worry about to share. However, for your iPhone or other computer can access this application with this localhost and port number. As long as they are on the same network, you can good to go. This is kind of basically, the web application development environment here. Also, if you're interested in learning the React, which is one of the famous and popular, library to build website, yeah, React, yeah, developed by the Meta platform. So also, this is kind of playground you can start because I built this app on the React library. Yeah, I don't know. I think I need to restart my computer as well because it's pretty slow. Yeah. So yeah, you don't have any question, right? In terms of the installing the application, not the Python side.
Yeah.
So your app is working right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you cannot however, if you want something that can expand, you can basically store it and then have another terminal to type it. But in this case, you don't need to worry about okay. So what we can do is just I think I need to read my computer. So meantime, you can let's see your web. Okay. Then you can just explore the lab. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really join us to the place. Okay. For the recording purpose, I think as you can see here, the web is executed. So you can, based on this URL, you can use it. And also, while you change the code which is related to which is related to the application, it automatically reflect. Yeah, it automatically refreshes your browser. Yeah. Let me restart my computer. Okay, so if you correctly follow the direction that I mentioned on our GitHub here, so as I mentioned, yarn is kind of installing all the dependencies for the React app, or you can use the npm install without the run, which is wrong. I will fix it. And then once you fully install all the dependency, then you can type yarn dev so that it automatically executes this application, starting with the local host, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So in this case, you are good to go for finishing installing the web environment, right? This is the first step. We have another steps. So actually, before recording this video, I face a lot of problem to install one of the plans here to have installation.